I've seen her lift a finger.
Where's my cake, Nick?
In my opinion, she's the one person in this house who does the least.
Yeah?
Oh, definitely. If she doesn't have a chore, she barely lifts a finger.
Thank you. You're my favourite housemate ever!
I truly believe that she is here for a holiday. It's not like you have a king and a queen or a princess that walks in and doesn't do anything today. Oh, we do big time in here.
It's not about cleaning up, it's about working together, and she spends all of her time sitting in the sun.
Will do. I'll be right back.
Can you get me a glass of something to drink?
I can get you a glass of shut the up. How's that?
Yeah, my favourite!
Maybe I should just sit outside all day in my bikini.
This would be what it would be like to live like a celebrity.
What is your life like at home? Like, do you have slaves in your house?
No, I have to do everything for myself. I have to, you know...
As opposed to everyone else in the universe. So did you go in there and think, they can do the hard work?
No, it wasn't actually... I didn't really actually know it was that bad, to be honest.
Oh, so this is... But did anyone mention it to you?
I think Zoran tried to mention it to me. I know that Thomas said something, but, you know, I don't know, I didn't take it seriously.
You know that they said something, but what you were not listening?
I tried to pick up my game this week, and I think being not a slave, but
an extra.
Extra, thank you. We thought of ourselves as slaves, so. But being an extra, it really did make me pull my socks up a bit. And I tried to impress Andrew because I knew that he'd sort of made a few comments about me. And
so were you trying to make him feel bad because you knew he'd nominated you?
Well, a little bit, because there was a time during the week where, you know, we were asked at the Wednesday meeting, you know, do you want to be here or not? And I was sitting right next to him, and I was like, yeah, I really, really want to be here. Because I was just wanting to watch his reaction to, you know, try and gauge whether he had actually nominated me to come out. So.
Look at you, little minx. Now, one of the other things, before you went into the house, I can remember you were saying you wanted to show that 30 was the new 20.
Definitely.
And that you were at, like an intersection in your life, you weren't quite sure what you were going to do. Now, did that distract you from your thoughts being in the Big Brother house, or did it kind of intensify your thoughts and wonderings?
It helped me clarify a few things. Like, I really know that sort of, it's so hard to say. Like, I mean, you go in there and you have all of these great ideas about how you're going to be when you get out and la la la, but I mean, now's the scary time. Now I actually have to put it all into place.
Yeah.
And if I don't take action now, then, you know, it was a waste of my time thinking like that. So.
Well, it was interesting. Let's have a look, because in the house you did question it as well, on top of having a task a couple of weeks ago where you had to be positive and happy.
Yeah.
So let's have a look.
Okay.
I'm happy to be alive. I'm the happiest housemate ever.
When I was younger, I was always like, oh, Susie's pretty, she doesn't need to study, she doesn't need to worry about those sorts of things. And so consequently, like, I was never really a studious person, and a lot of emphasis was placed on the external. But coming in here, when it really comes down to the crunch about things that I want to achieve in my life, wearing a pretty dress and having nice hair or whatever is not rating highly on the list of priorities. I'm not really particularly passionate about anything. I feel quite shallow, and like I haven't really led the sort of life that I think I should have.
So have you done the worldy travel thing? Like, have you been overseas? No,
I haven't travelled. I didn't go to uni. I didn't do any of that stuff.
I don't want to go back to my life the way it was. I don't want to do that. I'm scared of going back and hating everything and feeling disappointed in myself. I just thought it would last forever, and it doesn't. And all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I'm 30 and what have I done with myself?
Oh, happy.
I don't want to wake up and be 35 or 40 and let another 5 to 10 years slip by and be hating what I do and not be passionate about what I do, and that freaks me out more than anything.
I know, that is hard, watching yourself being so upset, isn't it?
Oh,
Did you want to reach out and hug yourself? Oh, Thomas wanted to hug you.
Oh, God. Ooh. Yeah.
So when you look at that and you think, bloody hell, I've been a little bit sad for a while. Like, is 30 like a big milestone in your mind?
It's a massive milestone, and you go through this quarter-life crisis and you're like, you know, when I was younger, I always thought by the time I was 30, I'd have my act together and I'd have the right job and I'd probably be with the one and maybe even have kids and all of that stuff. And it's just, it doesn't happen like that. All of a sudden you're 27 and you wake up and you're like, boom, 30. It just hits you straight in the face. And, you know, I don't know.
It's not the end of the world.
Well,
it's
not
also not a quarter of the way through your life. I just want, unless you're going to live to 120. Now, while you were in the house, did you make like resolutions? And remember, all of us know that under such circumstances we would. Did you make resolutions? that you now want to try and implement in the big wide world?
Resolutions, well, sort of. I mean, I just think that through all of the people that I've met in the house, I want to take a little piece of everyone in the house. Like with Hayley, I wanted to be really strong and confident and not afraid to stand up for myself. You know, with Rebecca, I wanted to be a little bit more spiritual and a bit more out there, a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Rebecca's so cool. You know, there's just so many people in there, and I just want to be a little bit more like all of them.
Well, we're going to talk about two of those other special people in the house
here we go.
when we return from the break. Our ousted housemate Susanna will reveal the answers not only to the questions you've spent sleepless nights pondering, but the 10 Big Brother questions.
Faster, faster, pony, faster!
Oh. Yeah. We'll just go through it.
I love you.
Yeah.
Welcome back to our Big Brother Live Eviction, where tonight's victee Susanna has found herself plucked from the Big Brother nest and hurtled onto the stage here tonight. I have the 10 Big Brother questions, but I've added one.
Oh, here we go. Far away.
It's quite a long one, but I'll abbreviate it. So what was going on, question one, what was going on with you and Thomas?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, you did lie with your head in his lap and your feet in his hands, and he did embrace you with those muscles. And what was going on there?
He's a babe. He is
Is he
really...
his personality as a babe, or just the physicality?
Oh, both. Totally both. But like, he's in a really not a good headspace at the moment for relationships or anything like that. I'm in love with my boyfriend, but we were really good mates, and I felt really close to him in the house. We're very similar people, so.
Very similar in what way? Do you both need attention from the opposite sex, do you think?
A little bit. We also like preen ourselves a little bit and talk about fashion and clothes and sort of have a very similar outlook on things. And then I felt that it got to a point where maybe I don't know if I was giving him the wrong impression, because I'm a very touchy-feely, huggy kind of person. And then I thought, ooh, there were a few comments there that he was sort of dropping that he'd say something and I'd go, what was that? And he'd go, oh, nothing. And I thought I heard what he said, but I didn't want to bring it.
Oh, like, I love you, Susanna, I love you. Now, tell me what happened with Zoran. I've got to go quickly, but he was obviously infatuated with you as well. Do you think you flirted with him?
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, Zoran...
Did you think you flirted with either of them to make sure they didn't nominate you? Was it a game of yours?
Oh, God, no.
Okay.
I flirted with everyone. I flirt with girls, boys. I'm straight, but I just, like, I'm friendly, and I just love to talk to people, and I'm interested in people, and, you know, like, I'll talk to them, and I'll touch them, and I'll play with their feet. And you saw the way that I was with Nick. You know, like, I was very cuddly with him as well. So sometimes that gets confused.
Well, Zoran cried when you left the house.
Good, because I wanted someone to cry.
You are a piece. All right. Oh, and Thomas cried as well.
Oh, good.
Lucky Thomas wasn't wearing mascara. Okay, question one. The real ones. What's the worst thing about living in the Big Brother house?
Nominations and food.
Two, what did you miss the most while you were in the house?
Coffee, until we got it this week, boyfriend, and shopping. NW magazine, all of that stuff.
That's a good plug. Okay, who was your favourite person in the house and why?
Two people. I liked Daniela and Thomas.
Really? Poor Zoran. He loves you,
Zoran,
you know.
Zoran.
Four. Hello. They're Susanna's 10 Big Brother questions, not yours. Four, who was your least favourite person and why?
Was Emma, but my opinion changed for her a little bit this week.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Well, we can talk about that at nominations tomorrow. Five, who had the most annoying habit and what was it? You being
Jamie,
lazy.
Zoran, snoring combination.
Really? They both snore. Six, who was the funniest person in the house?
Yeah, Joel. Easily Joel, hands down.
Seven, who's playing the game?
Yeah, Emma's... Andrew. No, I take that back. Oh, I can't answer that question.
All right, you can answer that tomorrow night. What's the best thing about being in the Big Brother house?
Making friends.
Do you think they're lifelong friends?
Some of them will be. Some
All
of them
right.
not so much.
Who do you think will be out next week?
Ooh, Laura.
Laura, you reckon? And who do you want to win?
I think that Travis is going to win.
Do you?
Yeah, I think Travis is going to
You
win.
happy with that?
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's got a family. He works himself to the bone for his family, and he's a great guy.
All right, now we have our KFC viewers question. And this week, Stephen asks, if you had